Imagine, if you will, in the world of Ashentale, on the continent of Shill, in the lands to the south, there lies a beacon of righteousness. Its brilliance illuminates even the darkest hours, ceaselessly combating corruption and greed. However, deep beneath the earth, an insidious malevolence stirs, drawing the unwavering gaze of fate itself. It slumbers, biding its time until it emerges from the depths with a voracious hunger for light. Yet amidst this impending darkness, the gods of Ashentale remain vigilant, strategically maneuvering their pieces on the cosmic chessboard.
Welcome back to Original GM. I am Hupahu, once again joined with Cikala, Wachi, and Huck.
Hey.
Hey.
Hey. What's up?
So,
Voice in the ethers, I hear.
yeah, it's still. Wachi's here.
Yay.
She's here. Yeah, I'm sure the viewers are like, I really like the artwork Cikala did.
Yeah, I'll get there.
If we could, if it didn't take so much time to do animation, we could make it animate and talk with you. That would be kind of cool. Might be an app for that.
I'm not an animator.
No.
There's AI for that.
Yeah.
Is there?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
I don't know what to say.
I don't know what to say
So
about
it
that.
seems like I've been hiding myself for a month, how many times I've re-recorded, but it's in reality I've not been hiding myself for a month. It's been days. Yeah.
We've filmed like 3 episodes in the course of like 2 days or something.
Yeah.
Our butts kicked.
I don't know. You did pretty well. Speaking of which,
No,
ding,
that's witch.
ding, 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 ding. You all leveled. We did experience, and everyone leveled.
Nice. I got 2 levels out of that one.
That's wonderful. That's absolutely wonderful. I think you guys got around 5,000 experience points, wasn't it? Yeah. Isn't that what I gave you?
I think that was what you gave us.
It was.
Should we roll
So-
hit points?
Let's roll our hit points. We'll start with you, Cikala.
Do it one at a time.
Yeah.
What?
In case he wants to see.
As before, the rules are that if you roll your hit points, you keep what you roll or roll again. But if you roll again, you have to keep what you roll.
Yep.
Ow.
You know what? Fuck it. Oh, it was better.
You're rolling for each class, right?
I'm doing run right now, yeah.
Okay.
That's why I have 2 dice.
Nice.
Roll the 2 dice and then you add them together and then divide it in half.
Yep. Round up.
So round up. 5,
Well, add your constitution,
6, 7. 7 hit points.
Nice. Fuck yeah. A longsword strike.
And gold star bless this roll. 8, 9, 10, 11.
Nice. Kara, Seth, you guys take a roll at it. Seth got 2 levels?
Yes. 8. And
What'd you roll?
we got a 9 and a 6. So
Okay.
15 plus 8.
Plus 4 on the constitution?
Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck yeah, fighter.
Yeah.
Fighter type, martial type. You get that big constitution bonus.
23.
That is considerable amount there. I'm sure things will be different with him. We also discovered this the last couple days that Hawk had his character's attacks wrong. Seth actually attacks twice around with his dexterity. He has a dexterity of 19, and so he gets he attacks. Yeah.
Oops.
2 around.
3. And
Agree with both, yeah.
Cara. Where are you, Cara?
I'm right here.
She does not fit the Constitution. Eight.
You rolled an 8?
Rolled an eight.
Nice. She did that last time she leveled.
Did she?
She did. Maximum. And you.
Evil Witch of the West.
4. I'm gonna keep it. I'm
Okay.
gonna get 2 rows.
Okay.
And a 2 and a 5. So 9.
Okay.
10, 11.
Nice. Same as that there Eden got.
Takes me to 31 hit points.
Pretty stout for a witch.
It is pretty stout. She's really low.
Can you not die again?
Right?
And I wasn't even, she didn't even get fucking use of her hit points in that. Don't turn us down, bitch.
That leaves Eden with 58 and Ren with 35.
All right. Book,
Eden also
book covers
has
up.
something new.
Let's just go straight into where we were. It was kind of an exciting situation. As you recall, last week. Oh, we'll just go into it, and you guys can go watch it if you haven't seen it. But we're going to start from the dagger. You ported everyone to the Museum of Love and Beauty right outside. The dagger went and hit the side of the building and disintegrated, just disappeared, if you remember. And it hit Timmy, and he started to die from the disease, or he died from the disease in front of your eyes. Now,
In my arms.
well, we had discussed it after the game, and normally if combat ends or a new combat begins, we reroll initiative and all of that, but your character, Eden, had not gone yet this round. All she had done is taken her movement.
Mm-hmm.
So what I had mentioned was you had talked to me about the disease and how quickly it goes, and I told you that it would be on initiatives, and you requested that you be able to keep the same initiative since you didn't do anything, and the disease and you are still at the same place. So I okayed that. I think that's doable, meaning that she has, you know, attacks and actions to take. So you just, if I'm correct, you should have just gained Cure Disease.
I did, yeah. When we leveled, I got it.
And so
Once a day for every 5 levels.
in your 5th level.
Yeah. Yeah. And if I
So
have
you are holding Nerva.
Okay.
You guys have all come through the portal. Kara has closed it, and at the last second when it was closing, a dagger flew through, hit Timmy. You grabbed Timmy, doll,
Yeah, I was holding on.
and you were holding on to him. And if you'd like, you can take your initiative.
Set Nerva down.
So that'll take an action.
Okay, so I realized that I have not been using my ring of free action.
Okay.
I know, you guys can kick my ass for that later. But I have 3 actions, not 2.
Okay. So
Because
that's
of that.
one setting her down.
And she's gonna pray. Gold star
All right.
for Timmy. You want me to roll my percentile?
That's what you're doing with your action?
Oh well, I have 3.
Okay. All right.
And
Go
as I
ahead.
prayed a gold star for Timmy, I want to touch him with the cure disease.
Okay.
35% because of her angelic theory.
Okay, go ahead.
48. It's okay.
So what do you say?
Goldstar, please bless Timmy and help me to cast these demons out of him.
Okay. You touch him and you see magic envelop around his body and cascade out. It kind of goes on Doll's arms where she's holding him, and you see the disease basically disappear as far as you know. But Timmy's still dead. And that will end your actions, but you have attacks, but we'll go down to 2, 1. Initiative ends at this point. You guys are standing out in front of the Museum of Love and Beauty at night, which I can make sure that's taken care of real quick. At nighttime, and you were just attacked by someone you did not see as the portal closed. You were running from the dragon as well, so you're not sure where that came from. No sooner than that happens, you guys hear a popping sound over towards the doorway of the Museum of Love and Beauty. See a man standing there in full armor that's shaped like a lion. He has a gauntlet that has a lion hand, and he just appears there. It's the lion, the Cat Lord. You see the symbol of the Cat Lord on his chest, and he's like, "Greetings." He steps forward. "Well done. The Lord of Cats is pleased." The sarcophagus.
Who are you?
"I am the lion." You see his eyes go, and he turns and looks at all cat kind, and you feel controlled, including you.
Okay.
"Where is the sarcophagus?" Zen kind of peeks out a little bit, and you see she's controlled, and she just kind of holds up the bag. The lion goes, grabs the bag from her, and he says, "I will return this. The Lord of Cats is pleased. May you all be blessed." And he pulls out his broadsword and holds it up, and light hits him, and he goes straight up into the air like he's going somewhere in the sky. And you guys are released.
Ren will hit the ground next to where Nerva is.
You see Galen Ray appear, and he looks around at you guys. What is going on? He looks over at Kara.
She goes, "Who's the lion?"
What lion?
Ren's on the ground looking up by Nerva.
Your dad appears.
Oh, Eden's dad?
Mm-hmm. Naz.
Daddy?
He just turns and looks at Galen, and Galen nods like a no. He's like,
Ren will speak up and she'll say, "Guys?" She'll look at Nerva.
they turn and look down at Nerva, and they're like, "You see your dad?" Oh, and he walks up. You see Quinn appear. The high priest of the temple, he appears. And he runs over.
Just holding Timmy crying.
He runs over and he picks up Nerva. They pick up Nerva.
Ren will stand with them.
Okay.
She doesn't she just stands.
He turns and looks over at Kara, and then looks at Nerva, and then looks down at the ground at Timmy, and he goes like that and nods at you and kind of points at Timmy, and then
Okay.
disappears with the body.
Doll's holding.
All this happens in like seconds. It's just all this takes place very, very quickly. Yeah, and that's all that happens. You're standing there, and your dad's still there, and Galen Ray is still there. Your grandfather's still there. They're both kind of standing next to each other.
We have a lot to tell you.
Well done, well
You're
done.
Doing that. Cara's going over to Timmy and putting her hands on him. And
With the with the ring.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's something that we don't understand. We need to talk about what we saw.
We should go to the temple, he says. He looks at the two of you as you're healing or trying to raise Timmy, and at Eden he goes, "We should go to the temple." And he looks over at the priest. He doesn't really look at anybody else when he says that. But that's what he says. Gavor says, "We have business at the museum. Do we not?" And he looks over at Ren and over at Seth. And
Ren and Seth. Is Nerva at the temple?
She'll look at.
he nods at you. Actually, the priest's not there. He doesn't look at the priest. The priest left. He just looks over at Galen, you know.
She'll ask him, is Nerva at the temple?
Yes. One moment. So you try to use your Ring of Resurrection, right? On Timmy. 04.
Nice.
Okay.
And an 07. He wants to come back.
Yeah.
Very, very badly. And you see Timmy just sit straight up and he kind of looks at you, Kara. He looks up at Kara like,
By the blessing of Goldstar.
are we dead? He just looks at you.
No, you're back. You're back.
He turns,
Thank you,
looks
thank
over
you,
at Doll.
She grabs him up, hugs him,
Okay.
holds him.
All right.
Thank you, Clara. Thank you.
Absolutely.
He kind of goes like this and looks at his armor, and you see there's a cut in the leather. There's nothing there. He's like, what happened? Gavor says, we should go inside. Somewhere. We should not stay outside.
Turn and start walking to the museum.
Okay.
We'll be back.
Timmy's like, thanks, Kara.
She'll look at them and she'll say, mainly Kara, and she'll say, will you let me know when I have a website, please? So I'll go with the rest of the party.
Okay. So, Eden and Kara, Naz comes up to you and he just holds out his hands like this. You transport straight into the sanctuary of the Temple of Goldstar. There's a man sitting there on the first pew. Long white hair, long white beard. He looks like a traveler type guy. He's been traveling. He looks kind of like road worn. Real kind looking face. Bright blue eyes. And he's drinking from a jug of some sort, and he looks up at Naz and up at you guys, and he nods. And Naz kind of looks at him and he says, they have succeeded, and we hope that Nerva will be brought back. We don't know yet. And he kind of looks up at Naz and he goes, well, it figures to me that most likely her spirit would want to return. I think it's probably a right choice to try to bring her back. If you have any troubles, I'd be happy to help. And Naz kind of nods to him. He says, thank you. Brother of Goldstar. And he nods to him, and the old guy just kind of goes like this, and he looks over at you guys. He looks over at Kara. He's like, my, you look just like her. Well, I suppose it's a job well done. By the way, if you want, your father can bring you to get your mount. I'm sure you'd be happy with what we got there in store for you there on the ranch. There's plenty to choose from. You can come too if you want. Your mother will be there. And he stands up and turns and starts walking between the pews going out of the church. You guys hear some like celebration that's coming from underneath you guys as this is happening, like yeah, and a lot of cheering. Praise Goldstar, praise Goldstar. Somewhere under the floor, and you see Naz kind of look down and he smiles and he goes, well, she lives. He continues to walk out, and you guys just basically see him disappear as he gets between the pews. He just fades away, just as he's still walking. I know that's a lot. Hold on. Back to you guys. You go into the Museum of Love and Beauty, each one of you, and Gavor says, when you go through the door and get on the other side of the door, he says, there is a scanner scanning us while we were out there. And he closes the door, And when he closes the door, he goes, "It is gone."
A scanner and what?
Another mind mage such as myself.
What?
Yes.
In the city?
Yes. He was scanning us all while we were out there. I do not know who he is. Or she. It may be a she. Or other. I don't know. I just know that there was a mind scanning us. Each of us.
Did they get through?
I do believe that something was seen. I don't know what. I could not stop what was taking place, I will tell you that.
So what's given a gift that you could ask questions with?
Timmy's like, "Is that who threw the knife at me?"
We don't know today. We didn't see who it was.
Came through the portal.
Came through the portal.
I just kind of got sick to my stomach, and the cut really didn't hurt. It kind of stung just a tiny bit. It didn't hurt bad. But the next thing I know, my tongue was just tasted funny and then swelled up, and that was it. I just blacked out.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
How do you feel?
I
Is your tongue numb?
I feel like Gold Star answered my prayers. He kind of looks over at you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
I don't know, maybe now's not the time to talk about this kind of thing. But
Yeah.
he kind of looks down a little bit. You can see he's got like a emotional look on his face, but he doesn't cry or anything.
Zuck just ruffles his hair.
Okay? He's like, kind of looks up his head.
Whenever you do want to talk about it.
It's all good. Kid's like, "Are we going to talk about what just happened?"
We need to tell some. We're so
Who was
sorry.
that individual that took control of some of you? He said he's the lion.
The lion. It
Is
has
he
to do
a
with-
ally?
It has to do with the cat lord, the Lord of Cats.
The door opens and you guys see Clip come in. Like, you looked up here and you're like, because he's 4'2". You're like, "Oh, it's Clip." He's like, "Hey!"
Well, that was good timing.
Closes the door.
Who's the lion?
Cat Lord's right hand.
Oh.
Or left, however you want to look at it.
He could have said that.
What did he do?
Jerk.
He came and took control of all of us.
The lion came into control of you.
Took the sarcophagus. Then
He
held
did?
the sword up and
He took the sarcophagus.
Yeah.
held his sword up and then flew up into the sky.
Yeah, we have Valkyria.
I would guess that the Cat Lord told him to do that then, if he did it. The lion is the law of catkind. He does exactly what the Lord of Cats tells him. Sometimes he can be a little bit
Aggressive?
pretentious. Yeah. Now, he has... Like, there's no working things out with that dude. You know what I mean? He kind of pulls out a bottle. He's like, there's just no way to kind of, get through to him. He wants... Matter of fact, his name is the Lion, but it's really not his name.
What's his name?
Dude,
Nobody knows.
did you bring enough to share?
Here, have some. Is that Seth?
Yes.
Okay, he corks it,
Head to our meeting room, guys.
and you smell like a strong brandy, and it's aged to perfection
So-
when you
Why
smell it.
don't we all head to our meeting room?
Let's
We
go.
shouldn't be out here in the middle like this.
Oh.
It's kind of inappropriate.
Oh, okay, all right.
You gonna spank me?
Yeah.
No, the curator might. Get.
Speaking of which,
Yeah. I would like to see
You guys-
her.
Yes.
It's
we
hap-
did.
I need
Dude.
to see her.
man, they're gonna fucking make a. They're gonna have a parade for you and shit. Do you realize what you've done? I mean, maybe they won't, but I mean, you are kind of. He's walking as you guys are talking.
Wow.
It's really strong, but it's good.
Where'd
It's
you get
really good.
this? You did.
You can have some more. We'll share it. I have a couple more bottles. It's I got it at the Bucket of Blood. It's anyway. Yeah,
What time of night is it?
you guys just don't understand what you've done.
What time of night is it? Is it
Probably
late?
about 9 or so.
I'm so scared.
Oh, okay.
So we go downstairs. As we're walking down,
She's like rushing them. She's
Okay.
being just a little like.
Okay.
motherly.
Do you understand? Like we're in the museum. You guys need to.
And when you guys come through and start to walk through, the lady, she's sitting at the desk. She waves at you as you guys walk down. She's like,
Mom's making us go downstairs.
she kind of giggles a little bit.
She'll smile at her and she'll keep walking.
All right.
So, and this is as we're walking downstairs. I don't want to make Mom mad. Do you know anything about how this works? You're pulling out the necklace.
Yeah. I know some stuff about it. Yeah. Yeah.
I got a couple things to work, but pardon me. Excuse me.
Bless you.
Thank you.
Your friend, you know what your friend Eden would say right now. That's the demons you're shrieking. You're just sneezing them out. Something like that. Anyway, he does that.
Well, that was one. I've got others.
You got some more? All right.
And I'm about to drink another.
Yeah, we can talk about it, man. We can talk about
All right,
what
that would be great.
I can let you know what I know.
Yeah.
Tell you what I've seen.
Better than nothing. So,
Yeah. Anyway, so you guys go down and you go into the main room, the meeting room, and everybody kind of comes in.
So you basically said anything we would need for adventuring would be in this room, right?
For the most part, yes.
Are there spell books in this room?
Bless you.
What?
Yes.
Oh.
Are there spell books?
Yeah.
Well, there
Definitely.
does not appear to be any kind of library,
Okay.
so that's
Okay.
the room.
Cool.
Yeah, there's scrolls. Or stuff to make scrolls. But there's not.
Yeah. Delara,
Yes.
you see your workstation over there with the potions and stuff. It's all set up. You still have, you can make more anytime. It's all ready to go.
That's very nice.
I'm
I'm gonna find a place to go sit down.
Okay. Jimmy will too. Everybody just kind of comes in, and Clip will share that with you. What's your constitution, Seth? Just want to know. Just
18.
okay. Yeah.
And he's gonna light a pipe.
He'll sit down with you when you light a pipe. He'll sit down with you, and he'll pull out a pipe. And he'll put some tobacco in it. And
It's been a while since I've had a chance to.
oh, you deserve the best. You deserve the finest. Here's some Bandit Kingdom leaf. And he hands you
Oh, no
a
kidding.
pouch with some tobacco in it. He goes, "This is good stuff, man. Try this out." And they start smoking a pipe and continue drinking, and he'll start to tell you about the necklace and what he knows about it.
He'll hand you back his pouch.
Okay.
It's not the bottle, but the pouch.
Right. Okay. Yeah, he's got more, but
Well,
but yeah,
eventually I'll give you back the bottle.
he'll keep sharing it with you if you don't, back and forth. He doesn't care. Gavor seems pretty nervous and is kind of just standing over by the door for when you guys first come in. He's kind of pacing by the door, going like this.
Ren
looks
would say
worried.
to him, have you told anybody what you felt?
Yes, I'm talking to someone now. It's highly illegal for this being to be here. Quite nervous, actually.
Yeah. Well, if they're brave enough to be here above the law, then they're probably quite powerful.
What are the chances of finding that individual?
I do believe I could find them. Question is, do we want to?
Well,
I mean,
you
I
and
haven't
both
been
have a bow.
given a mandate yet by. And Clips goes, what are you talking about?
Somebody was scanning us while we were outside.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Like how? Like,
Mentally.
oh. In this city?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
That is a little bit odd. He kind of looks over at Gavor. He goes, "You want us to go with you? Well, we could probably help out." Gavor kind of looks worried, like he gets like this. If he could go white, he doesn't go white. But if he could, he just kind of looks over at Clip, and Clip, you can tell Clip is serious about what he's saying.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know about that. That's, you know, Gavor,
He looks over at you.
He's different. He's very calm and controlled. There's a reason that they're illegal in the city. though.
Mother,
Huh?
mother.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Continue. Go ahead.
She's gonna turn around and walk away from him.
Okay.
Dolores
Huh?
sits down.
That made her mad. I didn't mean to make you mad.
Don't make her mad.
See, I knew there was something that would ruffle your charisma.
You don't make her mad. She will hurt you.
All right. I apologize.
No, you're fine.
You want a drink? You sure?
By the way,
She'll walk over to him and take the bottle.
All right.
by the way, she's got a birthday coming up.
She'll take a little drink.
It's so good. You'd enjoy the taste of it. It's very.
One
unique.
drink doesn't get me drunk, right?
What's your constitution? No, but
16?
yeah, you're fine.
Okay.
It does kind of break the ice a little bit from the situation, though. You're kind of like, woo.
Ooh, she'll giggle. Thank you.
Elis is saying that he will be here in a moment. Gavor says.
Has anybody been able to reach Pindar?
Clip's like, oh, you guys don't know.
Uh-uh.
What happened?
We have not heard from him. He's still in the mausoleum,
Shit.
along with the rest of them. Cat tongue doesn't work through the walls for some reason. Well, it works, but it's muffled.
Yeah, I heard that too. It sounds like he's underwater.
Do we
Yeah,
need to go rescue him?
but that stopped.
That stopped.
Yeah, no one. There's nothing now. According to Tuffy, he's okay. Like he's alive and well.
Well, he could be in a cage and be alive and well.
Well, that's true. That's true. Yeah, I've been a little concerned, but Pindar, he's well, and the rest of them, they're not to be toyed with. I think they got it handled. I was supposed to go with them, but then anyway, shit happened.
That's why they're having problems.
Dolores can go on the orb there and do her.
Okay.
Open the cloth.
You see this blue, light-colored blue orb, and as soon as you touch it,
Yeah, she does.
this embryo appears inside of it. And it looks like a ghost. It's like a ghostly image of an embryo inside of it. And you feel a connection with it. I am a seer. Are you?
I'm July.
It says that in your head. Not out loud. You guys just see her hold this orb up, and then you see it glow, and she's like,
I'm July.
I am a seer. Are you?
Yes.
You see magic go down her hand when she is looking at it, and it just comes all the way up her body and into your eyes. Eyes glow this blue color, and then it goes into your head and then goes out. You gain 3 wisdom points. You're holding on to this orb. You're not in the room anymore.
Oh goodness. Touching shit. Touching shit.
You're standing on what looks like a light blue cloud. As far as you know, you're not in the room. You guys still see her standing there, but she's like glowing, and her head's glowing, and the orb's glowing, and it's lighting up the whole room.
She did sit
There
down.
is no ignoring it. It's not like she's doing it in the corner. You won't see it. It's
No,
like
she sat on that couch right there and did it.
You're in what looks like the sky, and you're standing on what looks like a light blue cloud. And in front of you, you see this embryo of a baby just floating there. It even has what looks like some kind of cord that comes off of it and then just slightly disappears. Stop there. Back to
plus 3 wisdom. I could stop there.
Plus 3 wisdom. Back to the two of you. You are
Eden
and Kara.
Okay.
You're at the temple. Everything just took place, and your dad is standing there, and he kind of looks and
That was Goldar.
he smiles at you. He goes, "Yes, it
That was
is.
Goldar.
Yes, it was. He lives here. You know that. Yes, he lives within Queensland. He travels a lot, but his home is here."
We just met
That's
Goldar.
what that dwarf said. One of the dwarfs at the mine.
Yeah.
Yeah, but people talk all the time. They say all kind of crazy things.
I thought Kit said the same thing.
You have done well. Kara, Eden. Bringing Nerva back is the greatest goal you could have accomplished. It is something none of us in the council have been capable of. None of any group of adventurers have been hired to do, have been capable of.
We all did our part.
Prayers by the whole church. Nothing has brought an understanding or an answer to this situation.
You want to tell him what we saw?
I do. I think it's really. We need to talk.
You get a telepathic message from your dad, and he says to you, there are still demons in her that they have to take care of, so it will be a while.
She'll keep talking out loud.
And his accent is in your head, but it wasn't in the church. Remember how his accent gets slipping in and out?
Yeah.
So,
we saw 2 individuals that I think we would want to know about. Number one, we saw Marina. And she had Nerva in chains. She was the one, she chained her to what looked like a sacrificial blood circle with priests chanting around it. And Marina was talking to somebody named Antonidas.
Antoninus,
Yeah.
high priest of
Yeah.
the devil.
He was there, and from what we can gather, either Antonidas is going against him, or this was his plan all along, was to bring his son back. But I don't know why he would want to do that. I don't know which one it is.
So the sarcophagus has been given to the capital.
Yes.
He says in your head in telepathy, are you sure that the body was in there? Did you check?
No, I wasn't the one who grabbed it. Seth and our friend Zen grabbed it.
Very well.
And we got Nervo.
So you have, he says out loud again, so you have done a great deed on top of a great deed.
Those cambions.
Oh yeah, and there were also 3 portals open to what looked like
They were to the lower planes.
3
and
portals to the lower planes.
open, yeah, and these cambions went through them.
We had 36 cambions, 12 for each. And they didn't quite look right, just like the same.
There was also a green dragon there. There was 4 portals in total.
Yeah, one.
There's 3 in the ritual room and then another one. we got
I
to
will.
it.
I will try to get the answers to all of these.
We got to it through the waterway. In
There
the
was another.
upper part of the structure.
There was another sarcophagus, but I didn't get a good look at it. It was bigger, much bigger.
It was much bigger, and it didn't have the symbols on it that the other one did.
Did anyone get
We didn't have
a good
time.
look at this?
Yeah, I would imagine Seth and Zen did. They were right next to it. We didn't have time to get it. We barely got out of there.
This is troubling. If there are portals to hell on the prime material that are sitting open, we have to do something.
Well, the 3 that the Cambians went through closed, but the other one was still open when we left.
There was also
There was a 4th one.
yeah, in the main room when we first came in. There was that main portal in the first room of what looked like some kind of temple, and there were these. What did she call those creatures?
The Minotaurs?
No, the demons, the devils. What did Zen call them?
Oh, goodness.
There were these creatures, and it was their skulls, and they were up on the walls with lava pouring out of their mouths.
They were
I
the
can't
same kind of demons that attacked Rhodes End,
Yeah,
the big ones.
yeah. I don't remember what they're called.
You mean when you guys were there? The
Rhodes End?
the winged horrors. The
No, the bigger ones.
She'll show him in his
the
head.
big ones are called the winged horrors.
She'll show him in his head. the
Yeah,
skulls.
he would say those are winged horrors.
Their skulls were lying on the wall.
He gives you an image of what they look like.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah. Hopefully. I'm not.
And there was lava pouring out of their mouths.
Actually, he does it to both
Oh,
Kara and you when he's talking about that.
Yeah, that's
How many? Let me guess. 6?
6.
6.
36 is a sacrificial evil number. It's a number used for great evil within the lower planes.
They were gonna sacrifice Nerva. She was like the key component to their ritual, you could tell.
What was that going to do? Bring him back?
We assume, yeah.
I
Wow.
couldn't understand what they were saying.
Yeah, no, we didn't understand. what
He
they were
would
saying.
probably have entered her and had all her knowledge, which is considerable. You should probably know the war is ramping up, and we have received intelligence that dark and evil beings have been within our city walls.
What do you mean?
They are not moving freely. It is nothing to concern yourself over as an overflow of evil. It have been very few but powerful ones that have come within our city within the last 12 hours. They're your friend Alara. Her mother and father's shop and the Inventors Guild Hall and their home were trashed. They were looking for something. Something that some of us in the council believe Delara knows the whereabouts of. We think that she might possess something that her father gave her. We do not know for certain, but I will need you to try to find this information out.
What is it?
We don't know, but we do know it has to do with the stones. It has to do with the invention.
I can tell you, I haven't seen her with her father, but she did leave for a couple days. So.
The invention is much more than you know. It enables portions of the prime material plane to be connected to other portions of the prime material plane.
Like folding?
Like permanently folding.
Ooh.
And if that was done in a city that has hell on earth and connected to another city, it could be very dangerous.
Like connecting Merivale and Queens.
Which has been done under the tower. We have a lot of protections placed on it now and are using all our powers to separate it. But it is of great concern. If our protections were overcome, the city would begin to fill with... It would begin to become hell itself, guided by the hand of Asmodeus. I am not scared to speak his name, for if he came to me now, I would put him back where he needs to be. Let him come to us. If he does, there are spells that we can return him back to hell, and he will stay there for a bit of time with a sting on the tip of his tongue. I would not suggest the two of you do such a thing, and nor do you have the power to do so, but I do. So you have no fear of him in my presence. Goldstar is with us, and we are in his temple. I can think of no better place than to have him come and show up because his name was spoken. So have no fear. Nonetheless, this information is restricted. Of course, your party may know. You may tell them what I have spoken to you, or you know have a new mandate, or a new title. You're known as the Golden Ones, the bright light of Goldstar. And that is what your group is known as now. It is a portion of the Holy Hosts. Of course, you're still in the Holy Hosts, but you are separate. And what you have done is raised your status considerably, and I am very proud of you both. And your grandfather is proud. Your God's brother is proud. I know of this. He is very close to your mother. Her passing took her to heaven, and she is there now. That is why he requested the opportunity for you to go with my daughter to receive her mount. You'll be going to the wonderful ranch that they have. Fortunately, there are duties to attend to before that. I need you to return back to your friends, and I need to know what it is. We need to know what it is her father has given her. Or whether or not she even knows she has anything.
I have to figure out how to do this. She's not going to do or do anything with her parents and things.
Stop right there. You guys are there with Clip, you're drinking, all that's going on. And you realize Galen didn't follow you guys. He didn't come in, just so you're aware. But you're standing there, and Clip and Seth seem to be starting to get a little bit happy, not drunk. They're just a little bit happy. They don't seem to be as concerned. And Clip starts talking to you, and he says, "So that necklace, man, let me tell you a story. This man, the last man, the last guy I knew that wore a necklace like that, I had to like kind of throw myself real quick in front of a hand of death for the most part, in another world. He didn't have enough lives. He was like you. He had one burnt, and now you don't. And he looks at you, and you realize you don't. All the necklaces are there, and he goes, and that's just because sleight of hand is an excellent skill to have.
What?
Yeah, yeah. That happened a while ago. I just forgot to do it. Anyway, let me tell you what happened, man. So he used all his, and on the last one, he was going to die, and I sacrificed myself. And he stands up on the table and he does a bow.
It's mighty noble.
It was noble of me. Or stupid. Actually, the more I think about it, the more I realize it was stupid. He did save the world. He was able to put him back in prison, and, you know, but I ain't doing that for anyone else. And he looked around, like, no one else. It shit hurt. And I can't go back there now. So pulls out another bottle and looks at it with like longing. He like, a lot of friends I miss, man. I wish, man, I should tell you stories, but yeah, well, I don't know. But anyway, the necklace itself. So I know that I saw him use one of those stones to completely disintegrate something in front of him. Like, I don't know how often he can do it, but I saw it more than once. He did it more than once. They weren't all at the same time, but yeah. And then I know another one enabled him, like, well, I think it enabled him, but it would light up and he would teleport. Any location that, you know, whatever. I don't know where he went. To be honest with you, I really don't know. And then there's another one that enables him to go to the happy hunting grounds. Yeah.
What's that?
That's where the Cat Lord is. That's where the gods are. That's up in the outer planes. So yeah, the necklace does that. I know it makes it to where you can't be harmed by death magic, which is really cool for you. Yeah. Let's see. What else? Oh, you can see way ahead. You can hear way ahead, like in front of you. Yeah, it's like your ear or your eye starts way in front of you. Yeah. I think the wizards call that wizard eye, but the other one, I don't know what it's called. Can't remember. It's like a clairvoyance, clairaudience, something. I don't know. It's something that you can do with that thing. And then there's one of the stones that you can summon one of the Cat Lord weapons to you at any time. Any weapon. Pulls out a short sword, kind of like this one. Cheetah. Real fast, he sheathes it, and all you really see is a blur and a click. Cheetah. But there are others. There are rings, there are swords, there are daggers, there's a lion's gauntlet. You could probably summon that. I wonder if you could summon that. Piss him off, but yeah, I wonder if you could summon that, or his helmet, or any of the thrones. There's thrones that you can sit in up in the happy hunting grounds that you can go and sit in. And then one of those stones lets you see like things, how they really are. Or I think you can make it to where you can hide yourself from being seen how you really are. And then another one, I think you can like tell if people are lying to you, or you can lie and not let them tell, or somehow magical. I don't know. I think that's about it. There might be a couple others, but I don't know what they are. Oh, well, big boom. Yeah, fireball.
Really?
Yeah, flame ball, whatever you want to call it. I don't know what it's called here, but like I said, I'm from another place. So anyway, yeah. So he tells you all that, and meanwhile, back to you. You're floating in this cloud. I can answer and see the beginning and the end. I am the forgotten child, the destiny of thought. The abandoned peace. You may ask of me 3 questions a day, and I will give you detailed answers. The creature known as Najal, once a god of death, disease, plague, consort to Rishkakal, forgotten god. Seeker of lost spheres, murderer, manipulator, bone lord. There it ends. This thing just kind of floats. It doesn't look, it looks at you, but it's not quite, it's a fetus, so it's kind of weird, and its eyes weird. It's so strange to you. And you feel one question leave you, and you realize you have 2 more. You realize you can disconnect right now if you want, though. And you're not sure where you're going to go. You don't know if you're going to fall through this cloud. You don't know where you're going to go, but you can disconnect and still have the other 2 questions.
Why is he trying to kill him? Why is Hondo trying to kill Timmy?
He is not trying to kill Timmy. Feel the question go up. It kind of floats up a little bit.
Thank you. You.
Goes around you.
Now you will be remembered. You will be forgotten.
It floats pretty quickly, a lot quicker, right down in front of you when you say that, and just floats like right in front of your face. Its eyes looking at you.
What is your name? Your real name? What would you like to be called?
We are legion, for we are many. You hear? You suddenly feel yourself falling through a cloud, like you hit the ground. It doesn't hurt you. You just open your eyes and you see the orb go. You guys, when it lights up, almost instantly it stops lighting and she's standing there. For you, it was boom, boom. It was just like a second at the most. For you, it was much longer. You're standing there and everybody kind of looking at you, and Gavor's like, "Are you all right?"
Gosh, I am. I'm really, really good. The person that tried to kill Timmy, his name is Nigel, and he is a forgotten god of death, murder, disease, a bunch of other really nasty stuff.
Religion? Anyone?
Eden's not here.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah, she has religion.
Okay.
Intelligence.
It's wisdom, I believe. isn't it?
Religion of wisdom.
Yeah, it's wisdom.
And it's a 19 now.
Damn.
Got it.
Okay. And also I will mention to you that the orb gives you 25% magic resistance. Obviously that's not larger than what you have, I don't think.
Oh, yeah, I didn't even know.
You only get to use one form of magic resistance, so
Okay.
it may not help you, but if you lose that form, whatever it is, I don't think you will, because it's your It's your Neo blood, right?
Right.
It's 25 plus 2% per level, right? Maxing out at 50 or something like that.
I don't know those
So
details.
whatever it is, this works if it's greater, or if you want to use it.
And it's what again? I'm sorry.
25%. And that those 3 wisdom points are permanent, and no one else can use this orb. It will be dead to them
Goodness.
as long as you're alive.
Base 50%. Just stays there.
Okay. It's 50% then, so this won't really help you unless... Actually, it won't help you. You're Neo. It won't help you. You're half Neo. But it does have that. But no one else can use it.
This
Only
is
you.
fucking awesome. It's called the Orb of the Southern Orb of Divination, right? 3 a day. And does that go like 24 hours?
Yes, 24 hours.
Just like the shape-shifting for
Yeah.
the Neo?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, no. The way this works is, as soon as 24 hours passes, it's full again, whether you use them or not.
Okay.
Everybody else, while that was going on, it was only a second for you guys, so you're kind of caught up right with her. So let's continue. You're sitting in Eclipse. What are you doing? Gavor and Zumbar, you look over at Zumbar, and he's just sitting over on a couch, kind of catching some sleep. You know, he's like.
I'm gonna look around the room. Are you okay, dog?
You look over and you see Zen sitting over in the corner by herself. Well, Zumbar's sitting on the couch, but Zen's right underneath him on that couch, just sitting there, and she's kind of got her hands up on her chin, and she's leaning forward.
She'll go sit by her.
Okay. As you get close to her, you see her eyes are completely dilated, and she doesn't like look up at you or anything when you walk up.
Like she's divinating.
You think maybe she's just. And you sit down next to her? Or no?
No, if she's divinating, I don't want to interrupt her.
Okay. We're going to take a break real quick right there, and
Okay.
we will be right back. And we're back. You were all sitting in the meeting room. You sit, or you're standing over next to her, and her eyes are dilated. And after you stand there for like a second or so, she kind of blinks her eyes and then turns and looks up at you with her beautiful eyes.
You smile at her.
Hi. What's up?
You okay?
Yeah, I'm just trying to find answers.
Yeah. Find him?
Possibly.
No.
I have to be really careful because a lot of the answers are lies, but I'm trying to sort it all out. At that point, you see Edith's come in the door. Hey guys. And he just walks in, he doesn't close it. Behind him, you see a familiar face. The leopard, he walks in. Aranea walks in, and he closes the door behind.
She'll sit down next to them.
Okay.
I'm gonna go get some food.
Okay.
Eating, talking and eating.
All right. So you get up and leave when he walks in?
I'll just nod at him and
Okay.
be right back.
He kind of watches you, and you leave, and Cliff goes, "Where you going?"
Want some food?
Fuck yeah, I want some food. And he gets up off his chair and
I haven't eaten today.
hops over with him, and they go out the door. Edith kind of watches him and just shakes his head, and he's like,
We'll be right back.
he looks over at Rand, and he's like, so, I guess you guys completed your mission, from what I've heard.
Looks like it.
Well done. Report. What's going on? Tell me what happened.
So, a couple of key things. First thing is we saw Marina.
So basically, you just fill
Yeah.
him in. While you're filling him in, it takes just a little bit. Do you put your orb up? Do you put the thing back
Yes.
over it and put it up?
Yep.
Okay. Kara and Eden, you're in the temple while she's discussing and telling them everything. He says you need to return, try to, what he just told you.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, I can take you to the front door if you'd like. And hold out his hands. He teleports right to the front.
Thank you.
You're welcome, girls. Be safe.
May Goldstar be with you.
May Goldstar be with you both.
Smile at him. She'll turn around and walk in.
Okay. So you can come through, and you come in about the point that you've completed explaining to him what happened. And he just sits there and nods at you the whole time, like he just listens. He doesn't ask any questions. Well, I guess that's a lot.
Yeah.
The door opens and Kara and Eden walk in. Seth, you're done getting food with Clip. You guys have a fucking shitload of food. You bring it in, big old plates full of shit. There were girls in there helping you in the kitchen, and a chef, and he helped as well. Happened to be a male chef on the shift. And yeah, the guys come in about the same time. You see Kara and Eden, you see Seth and Clip come in with a bunch of food. And, hey, they sit down.
Good afternoon.
When they sit down, you notice there's a couple of bottles sitting on the table next to them. And
You can go in and sit down.
okay. Hey. Edith says, hey.
Hello.
What's up,
How are
girls?
you doing today?
Good. You guys, they just filled me in on everything. Wow. Wow. You guys just come back from the temple?
Mm-hmm.
So, Nerva's going to be okay, but it's going to take a little time. She has, you all may know this, but she has some guests or visitors still trying to hang on to her. I got to take care of that. But I'm sure Goldstar's plenty capable of that. We will have her. We will have her back. So trying to sacrifice her and give the son of A her body and her mind. At that point, Zen goes, so there's more that I've discovered. Some of it's disturbing. I'm not sure where to start, but what I can say I have discovered is that the one known as Meph is responsible for trying to bring back the son of A. He himself and a couple of others, which are not located in the lower planes, but the portals went to their domains that we saw, but it's not in the lower planes, which makes me assume it's abyssal, are in league to overthrow him. Hey Google, stop. 3, 2, 1. So that's the situation.
So that's the situation.
I also was able to find out that the individual that threw the knife that got tuned, his name was Nigel. He's an ancient or forgotten god of disease and murder. It's been a bunch of stuff.
I am familiar. Where he fits into all this, I'm not sure, but do you know the other two that they're in league with? He looks over at Zen. He doesn't ignore you, he just kind of looks over at her and says that, and then he looks back at you and he's like, holds up his finger and he looks over and she's like, no, I do not know who the two others are, but I know that one of those portals went to Mephistopheles' realm. Anyway, I have a lot of history with him. I should say that. And none of it's good. It's not my fault, but I'm not here to go into all of that. I escaped. I'm no longer there. I'm with Lord of Cats, and yes, I don't know who the other two are, but I know one of them is him. As far as the other portal that we saw Antoninus come through, that portal went to 1001 Closets, the first plane of the abyss, the top layer. Not really ruled by anyone, more of a way station. It is said that Pazuzu rules the air, but, and I would not say that name, and she looks over at Eden, especially you, but nonetheless, his realm is the air in many of the planes of the abyss, but he tends to claim rulership over that plane, or at least the air of that plane. That is where he came from. That is what that portal was attached to. I would assume he was coming from one of his allies in the abyssal planes, one or both of the two portals that we do not know of and where the location went. So 3 out of the 4 portals went to the abyss. Only one went to the hells. And that was Mephistopheles' play. I know that there was a sacrifice made for a combination of power from all of them. I do believe they were attempting to bring back the son of A.
Then who was the other sarcophagus?
I don't know. I haven't really questioned about that yet. I didn't really spend a lot of time seeing that coffin and looking at
I
it.
can draw the symbols.
Can you?
I can.
Elis is like, yeah, you should do that.
So
You
he'll
should do that.
pull out his little kit and start
Okay.
drawing it, and
All right.
including dimensions of the whole sarcophagus and everything.
Do drawing roll? Is it drawing that you have? What is it that you have? Cartography or what?
Cartography.
With that, it's mostly maps, but you can draw symbols and things like that with cartography.
What a 6 under 17.
Okay. Yeah, you're able to draw the coffin out and show what the symbols look like. He kind of frowns at it like, what the fuck? As you're drawing it.
Not anything I've seen before. It's newer than the other guys.
We will look into this.
I was gonna bring it back, but I couldn't get it in my bag, and then we got attacked by that dragon.
Yes. We will find out as many answers as we can. He kind of looks over at Ian and Carter. He's like, so did you tell the same story to your temple? So they'll be looking for answers to these questions as well. We should probably work with them.
You tell my dad.
Very well. Did he tell you anything?
Mm-mm.
He looks over at you. Did he tell you anything of great importance that could affect the city of Queensland? Because I'm about to, and if you already know, perhaps you should just tell us. He smiles. He's like, you know. Cats seem to have got their tongue. I'm not sure what's going on with the two of you, but
Seth just looks at the meat on his.
So we just went, it was a lot. And
This isn't tongue.
we got to meet Goldar. He was at the temple. So I'm still kind of,
Gavor's like,
Really?
my wits are not about me.
you hear. Look over and Zumbar's still.
Throw a spoon at him.
Okay. Roll 20.
14.
Bangs off of him, hits him, bangs off the wall. He's like,
Pay attention.
oh, hungry.
What could be some food?
He gets up and walks over there. He just kind of looks over. He's like, are you done?
Please
All right.
continue.
So, he looks over at Doll and he's like, I need to know something. What did your father give you?
I gave him a lot. He didn't give me anything.
He didn't give you anything.
Well, he left like some apothecary stuff.
This would be something he handed you. Or your mother. No?
Not me.
Okay.
The night that they came and took him, they just came and took him. And dark
Bryn,
him.
can you do me a favor? Can you leave?
She'll pull her aura in closer to herself.
Okay.
I can try it.
Okay. Thank you. I'm sorry. Say that again. He looks back at you. What'd you say?
What?
Did your father give you anything?
He left me stuff, like apothecary stuff, for my mom to get me. But
And your mom, did your mom hand them to you?
no, it was just a room.
And she didn't hand you anything?
No.
Fucking weird. Thank you. He looks at you.
She'll let it go back out.
Okay.
What are we looking for exactly?
Well, if we knew that, we probably could find it. Anyway, the city is in great danger. We are connected. The tower where Eden and Kara went, Goldar Academy, that's shut down. We were never able to get into the tower of that structure, and it's sealed, and we have it magically sealed from the outside. We can't get in it. There's no way for us to get in it. We've tried every option, every form of magic, physical strength, anything you can think of, and we've been unsuccessful. Which is probably a good thing, because it is part of the invention your father created. There's a device there that will enable one portion of the prime material plane to connect to another portion of the prime material plane and fold it. So as if moving here to there is but one step.
Like what Kara does?
Yes, but permanent.
Oh.
And it is connected to the city of Mirabilia, or the Hells themselves. Meaning that from that tower,
I'm not so hungry.
hell could spill into this city. You understand the urgency that we are now under. It seems that there is a device that can disconnect this. A device only your father has. Your father cannot be found, of course. I'm not sure if you knew that. Neither your father or mother are locatable. So we thought perhaps we should discuss this matter with you. I know it is a sticky situation, and he has already been in great trouble, and things have taken place. And the last thing you want is something bad to happen to your mother or father, or for this to all be brought up again. But unfortunately, the council have put a warrant for him and your mother. They're looking for him again, for them, because of this device. Within the last 12 hours, evil has entered our gates. Some of this is caused by the war, some of it not. Some of it is affiliated with your parents. The Quill has been completely raided and destroyed and torn apart. Your home destroyed and torn apart. The guild hall for the inventors. His rooms and his study completely torn apart. They are looking for something. And we have discovered what they are looking for is a device of some sort, which cannot be divinated upon, cannot be seen. We don't even know what it is, but we know it will shut this portal or this gate off.
She tries to think back about the conversation with her mom.
Okay.
And all of that. Did she hand her anything?
I don't know, did she?
Can you think of anything that your father might have told you about all of that, or your mother for that matter? Anything that would be helpful?
Zen steps up. She goes, look, you guys, she's gone through enough. She kind of steps between Doll and everyone else. She's gone through enough. Don't you think that it's enough? And she looks at Hila. She goes, her father and her mother, all the shit that you put them through, everything that's going on, and now you're going to put her through it and ask her to turn her parents in? Have you lost your mind? You see, Hila's kind of do that. And he's like, well, it's not on, I understand, like I said to you. And he turns, he tries to look at you, and she kind of moves in between you, and she like just looks at him, and he's like, look, I have to be honest with you. This is not my opinion. It's the council. And you know I don't agree with the council. And then she just kind of stops, and then she moves where he can see you again, and puts her hand on your shoulder. So Zen will kind of take a deep breath, and she crosses her arms, and she looks down, and she turns and looks at Elis, and she's like, she's died. The only family that she knows is gone and missing. Except for Timmy, who just died. I think she deserves a break. If you don't mind, we'll be back. We're going to get something to eat. And she kind of goes like that to Doll.
Take her hand.
She gets up. You see Timmy like go, psst,
Come on.
What's that?
I only drink the blood of my enemies. And she turns and looks back at Elis and walks out the door.
Ren will follow him.
Rin gets up.
And telepathy Timmy to come on.
When you get up, Timmy's like, and he gets up and walks out. You see Elis kind of look down for a minute, and he's like, I always killed a messenger. You guys go out. She takes you out, and she sees Ren come out and Timmy come out, and she's like, oh, okay. Are you hungry? Me neither. Come on. She starts walking with the four of you, and she looks at you, and she's like, there is probably something that they gave you, but you're not aware of it. And honestly, after what they did to your father, I don't know if I would trust it. I'm not saying there are enemies. I'm just saying that sometimes it's best to do things on your own, because those that try to rule and control us don't have our own best interest in mind. So,
She's right.
You are right.
she walks over and she steps into this one room that says records, and she opens the door and walks in.
I'm gonna walk in behind her.
Okay, Timmy comes in. He's like, hey guys, before we go much further, can I just say this? And he looks at Zen, and then he looks at Doll, and he's like, I know Zen's sticking up for you, but it might be important. What you have, we might need that, whatever it is. I know you don't know what it is, but I might know. He kind of looks over at Ren and at Zen, and he says, but yeah, I don't know who has our best interest in mind completely. You see Zen kind of frown and look at him. And he's like, but I know that Goldstar brought us back. I know that. Or brought me back. And that cat guy, he brought you back. We know that they're got our best interest in mind.
Ren will look at her and she'll say, Timmy, if you know what it is, you don't have to tell us.
The lady behind the desk is there, and she's smiling, looking at you guys as you're talking. And
Just do what you think is right.
And she'll smile at Timmy.
he nods at her, and then
She'll walk up to the desk.
okay. Zen kind of looks at you. She's like, she reaches out her hand and touches your shoulder. She says, you do whatever it is that you want to do. And if that's to give whatever this is to them, then I am with you. She leans up and gives you a kiss on your cheek. And you see Timmy kind of look at her kind of funny for a second, like he doesn't trust her. Like he's got this look of distrust. And then she looks at Timmy and she goes, it's good that you take care of her and watch over her. That's what a brother would do. And then she kind of turns to catch up to Ren, and Timmy's like, he kind of turns his back to him, and he just looks at you. He telepathies in your head. Spellbook. There's something in that. Have you looked through it all?
No.
Maybe it's hidden in it. out of game. I know that was like 20-some weeks ago that you tried to remember what your mama gave you. I expected you to like go back and start watching the episodes to try to figure out what it was.
But there is a witch's spell. I think it's first level. It's called Nature's Intuition.
Okay.
It gives you the ability to know if an action will cause you harm or not.
Okay.
I would have had it pulled up.
So,
I got an animal in the
Nature's Intuition?
Yeah. Maybe second level. It is number 6. So.
Okay. Let me pull it up. You need a crystal ball, pearl, mirror, pool, something to reflect.
Pull out her hand mirror.
Okay. And so that's a material component. You do voice and semantic and cast?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ren's obviously distracting the lady at the counter. We don't have to do that right now, but just
You're over there
to
talking to her.
keep the
Yeah.
attention off of the doll.
And Timmy's standing in front of you to block it, what you're doing. But there is a slight glow that comes from your hand when you do it, and the mirror kind of reflects and ripples for a second. And what are you asking? What action? We'll have a positive and negative outcome.
Giving the thing to Venus and the council.
Negative.
Negative meaning something bad will happen to me.
Something bad will happen. All right, you're up at the desk, and she's like, "Hey,
Hey,
I hear Nerva is back, or is going to be.
he's going to be got her back.
I wonder what's going to happen. You think she's going to curate again, or
I don't
probably
know.
not after whatever thing that's happened to her?"
I haven't got to talk to her yet. She wasn't really in a place to.
She looks at Zen when Zen walks up. Zen walks up and puts her hand on your lower back again, and then takes it off. She just touches you to let you know she's there. And she kind of looks at Zen. She's like, "Hi," and she's like, "Well, hello. What can I help you with?"
2 things.
Okay.
One, she needs an eye stone. She's a companion. She doesn't have them.
Oh, well, that is just not doable.
Yeah.
And she looks at Zen, and you see Zen pull her cloak inside out that she's got and shows the companion symbol. And you see her look at it for a second. She goes, "Oh. Oh. It's a pleasure to meet you. I've never met one from your museum before." And she goes, yeah, we're not often here on the Prime Material." "Why? What friends you have?" She looks a little nervous. You see Zen smile. She goes, "Honey, it's not what you think. It's so chill. You just, yeah. But I'm here now, so."
She's sweet as peaches, I promise.
She nods. She goes, "So, okay, go ahead. Let me get that for you." She goes down and opens up this box and pulls out an ice stone and hands it to her. And she's like, "Thank you." She can show me how to use it.
I can. And then I was curious, do you have a enigma tome?
I do. You need one?
Yeah.
Okay. One moment. And she turns and walks away. Goes back in through the aisles and kind of disappears. You see Zen kind of turn and look at you and smile. She goes, "Really? Well, aren't we just full of surprises?
We'll see what happens.
You're an illusionist?
No,
No?
not yet.
Oh, you want to be.
I do.
Well, I think that's pretty nifty.
Right? It's kind of perfect, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
We'll see what happens.
She nods. Lady comes back with an enigma tome and hands it to you. She goes, "This should have everything you need. The highest tier of spells is not there. Those are very hard to come by. I'll need to get that okayed with the curator, or you'll need to give a donation for the last circle.
Okay.
Very expensive.
How much is that?
Well, I know one particular spell in there is around 100 million gold pieces. Just the one spell.
Okay. Alright.
And Zen goes, "Oh, is that all?" And looks at you and smiles.
Don't look at her.
We'll get that taken care of, no worries. Will you request that we're able to do that? And she's like, "Okay. Yeah, I can do that. As soon as everything's taken care of, I'm not sure exactly how long that will take.
I understand.
Do you need it immediately?"
No, I won't need it for a while.
Okay. You've cast your spell. You two turn around?
Yeah.
All right.
She'll tell me thank you.
All right.
She'll turn
You're
around.
welcome.
Doll looks like for you, Timmy.
Okay.
My magic says that it will be very bad for me if I get them.
You see his eyes kind of get big. He's like, "Who?"
The council.
He kind of looks confused and looks down. He's like, "I don't think," he says in your head, "I don't think that the council has Goldstar's best interest in mind. We've been looking for corruption. Maybe the corruption runs a lot deeper than we thought. Or maybe you're misunderstanding your portent. I don't know what your magic does, but maybe you could ask your teacher. I know Stephanie is... They have a house for the kids. We could go talk to her, maybe."
It's actually not
Yeah. Eden and Kara told me that she wants to see us, that she requested to see us. We could go see them. I'll go with you. Zen goes, "And we will escort you if need be, or you can go by yourselves."
Absolutely.
As she walks up to you.
It's whatever you guys need.
He said that out loud, that last bit. He's like, "I go with you." "Where are we going?" Zen says and smiles at you.
to see your teacher, Stephanie.
You see Ren holding onto a book like this. She's like kind of hugging it. She's like, and she has a smile on her face.
When she realizes she's doing that, she'll stop. She'll open her bag of holding. Oh
Okay.
wait, I can't put it in the bag of holding, can I?
You don't know.
Oh.
You have a backpack? No. Okay, so you're holding it? Yeah.
Can I put a magical book in the bag of holding?
Oh, yes, dear. Yeah, yes.
She'll do it. Close it.
Okay.
Let's come out of here.
So,
And she'll start guiding them kind of out of the shroom.
out of game as a DM, I need to ask you, or I need to state that, so, you can't cast Enigma spells, you're not an illusionist.
Right.
Do you want to be an illusionist?
I do. So what
So
I'd
you
like
want
to
to do triple class?
No. What I would like to do is I would like to freeze my mercenary class
At 4th level?
at 4th level, and I want to pick up illusionist
Okay. At first.
at first.
So you'd be 4th level rogue,
Yes.
1st level illusionist?
Yes.
Okay.
Is that okay?
It is.
Okay.
You have that prerogative.
Cool. That's what I want to do.
Okay. So starting from here, so the way it works is if you do anything with any kind of mercenary skills, you will not get experience points for it. But if you do it with rogue or
So
illusionist, you
the
will.
cool part about the way that this worked out, and I looked at all of my stuff before I did this, and the only downside, so rogues, they attack as marshals, so I don't lose my to hit.
So you don't lose the chart. Yeah.
And then with the casters, once the illusionist levels up, the saves will be better than they would be with the rogue or the mercenary. The only thing that I lose is any constitution bonus I would
Constitution.
have for hit points, but I only have +2 anyway.
Okay.
So it's not. There's no real negatives that I can see.
Interesting.
Yeah, I know, right? It's kind of cool that it worked out like that.
Yeah. Mercenaries don't roll anything for every time they level, do they?
Nope.
No. So yeah.
You get double gold when you start the game.
Yeah.
If you want, I can get rid of that 300 gold. Character sheet.
Well, you can't lose those levels. There, you still have them. So, but yeah,
Anyway.
cool.
Yeah.
All right, back to doll. Sorry.
Sorry, it's okay.
I just want to make sure that I'm understanding my magic correctly.
Okay. Since we'd be happy to go with you. I bet they're throwing a fit in there. Stop right there. Go back inside. You guys were with Elis. And after she leaves, he says what he's like, kill the messenger.
She is madder than wet hen.
Who?
She shakes her head. Zan.
She's just defending a friend. I understand. I think it's kind of admirable and big turn on, honestly. But yeah. Anyway, I'm not here for that.
So that's the start of eating again.
Okay. So yeah, all this information we're going to compile, and we will try to find out some answers.
Which reminds me, I forgot he does actually have drawing.
Okay.
So,
All right. Yeah, drawing and also cartography. So yeah, you could have drawn that symbol.
yeah.
We'll just say you did it, made the roll. That's cool. Let's see. Zumbar is eating away. He eats most of what Clip had left on his plate. Clip doesn't care. He took him 3 or 4 bites, and he seemed to be full. He's only 4'2", so he fills himself pretty good. And he already had the alcohol, so he gives the plate to Zumbar, and he's finishing it. Gavor has at this point sat down over where Zen was sitting. He's just kind of sitting there, and he's thinking or whatever. As you guys are talking, doing your thing or whatever, you don't notice that Airvane or Aranea, sorry, leaves the room. He's just not there. You're like, look around. He's not there. Anyway, he's like, so yeah, we'll collect and compile all this information and try to get you guys some answers. Evidently, what you've done, is going to require a parade and all kinds of shit. The city is going to honor you. You've now been raised in status. You're, what is it? The golden. I don't know.
Golden calf.
No, it's golden something. He says.
Can I roll to see if I
Yeah,
can notice the golden
yeah.
stuff that I don't remember? Terrible. You want me to roll? Or can you not remember what you said?
Goodness.
Is it the golden lights?
Golden ones. Golden ones.
It was the golden ones.
Yes, the golden ones. That's what they want to call. Or that's what they're calling you now. You know, when this kind of thing happens, it's kind of out of your hands, kind of out of your control. Whether you accept it or not, it's going to happen. Bards are going to be singing songs about the golden ones. Your names are going to be mentioned in tales. It's something that, I mean, you guys just saved Nerva, and I got to thank you guys for that. No one in the council could do it. No one we've hired. I had resigned to never seeing her again. So.
By the way, when we got back, Gavor said that there was somebody scanning us.
What? He looks at Gavor, and Gavor's still over there thinking. He's like he's not listening. A lot of people are ignoring him for some reason. He's like, "Hey, Gavor," and he oh yes.
There was somebody scanning us when we got
Yes,
back?
yes. There was a mind mage here in the city. You see Elis get nervous. He like kind of like he's like, where? He's like he or she or it was scanning us right outside the door.
I wanted to go hunt. Well, me and Cliff wanted to go hunt, but
So yeah, if you need any help,
do it while we're sober.
yeah. sober. He kind of laughs. It slaps his knee. You see, you see Elias kind of smile a little bit. He's like, we will look into that, Goldar. I'm sure it's of great importance. It would seem that you have drawn the attention of not just those who are rooting for you, but perhaps those who are against you. We will look into that as well. Meanwhile, you guys are leaving the records room. Okay.
Close the door behind me.
All right. Zen goes, lead the way.
Do you know where the new places that Eden and Farah made for the Goldar Academy kids?
I think she said north of the academy, but I don't know where it's at. Zen says. You remember they said north of the academy,
Yeah,
that there was
she
two
said.
houses, a school and a...
That's what she said. There's a school and a house.
So it's two buildings. That's right. They did say that. So it's whatever building's north, I would guess. I mean, we can, we'll find it, I'm sure.
I'm sure. It's gonna be that hard to find.
So you guys leave
Where is Whiskers? She looks around.
with you, just following you.
Oh, goodness.
Looks up at you,
Come here.
hops up onto your shoulder. All right. If you guys go up north past the temple, or past the church of Goldar, right here, you can go up past the Goldar Academy, and you will see the school and the house. All the lights are out except for on the left house, or they're dim. They're real dim in the different places. And the left house, it's the opposite of the Goldar Academy. It looks dark. Like, it looks dark to you when you walk up. You're like, what the hell? But there's a light on the porch here, a lantern burning.
What time did you tell her we were coming?
No.
Can you?
She will try to softly step in.
Oh. Or Delara. Delara. Oh my goodness. Hi, honey.
Do you have a minute?
Yeah. Do you know where I'm at? Do you know what happened?
I hope you're here at this house that I'm standing in front of.
You see a window over on this left side over here, a curtain. You see a light come on and a curtain come like this and move. And she looks down at you and she's like, she's in a nightgown, you can tell, and she's like, not even 2 minutes later, the door unlocks and you see her open it and come running out to you and gives you a big hug.
Grab her and hug her.
Oh my goodness. And she holds you back. She goes, look at you. And she looks at the cat on your shoulder and she's like, hi, Mr. Whiskers. And she looks at him and he purrs and kind of does that to her. And she smiles at you and she's like, it is so good to see. Come in.
Thank you.
She lets you in the front room. It's all made of wood. It's really nice. There's a little area that kind of looks like a tavern when you first walk in, but it's probably a place where kids come in and sit and eat, and it's not a cafeteria. It's more of like a large kitchen dining area. And then you see the kitchen beyond that that's a few steps up, a little bit higher, and she comes and sits you there and you see a fireplace, and it's beautiful. It's so nice. When you come in, you sit down, you kind of look at the furniture and you recognize some of the kids scrape things and draw on things, and you see a couple here and there and you recognize this is what I'm used to. All the other shit was made of silver or metal and shit like that, but they would still try to scratch shit and write their names and do that's kind of going on here now a little bit in a few spots.
Damn kids.
Gum underneath the table, you know what I mean, that kind of shit. It's She sits you down. isn't this awesome? I need to show you the school and everything. I know we can't do it now. The kids are asleep, but you have to come by during the day. We're able to go out and swim in the river, the kids, and they play on the grounds. It's
I would love to learn to swim.
life is wonderful. You don't know how to swim? You have to come join us. You would look adorable in a swimsuit, she says, and smiles at you. We'll hook you up. So introduce me to your friends. She looks over at Ren and she's like, you're a companion.
Yeah, my name's Renara.
Renara, welcome, welcome.
This is Zen.
This is Eden's Gate. It's a pleasure to have you.
This
She
is
just kind of like a half crooked smile, like you can see, like the recognition's probably on her face. She's like, what?
This is the Eden Gate home and the Eden's Gate Academy next door.
Oh, that's super cute.
Yeah, yeah. Eden and Kara did it. Upstairs is the Kara wing. It's anyway. There's so much to show you.
this is really beautiful.
They got out, and she leans over and like touches your hand. She's, they got out.
It's amazing. This is amazing.
But there's so much going on still over there. I've heard rumors. I've heard the matriarch's nowhere to be found. They did not capture her. After all the shit that we did there, I did not know the magnitude of what that evil woman was doing. You remember Benny? You remember that boy when you first got there and he got taken away? Remember when that situation? He got taken to that tower. We never saw him again. There were so many like that. But we saved over 200 children, Kara and Eden.
And now you don't have to worry about anybody else.
My girls are here, and when she says that, you see a teenage girl walk out that you recognize, Stephanie, and she kind of looks over at you. She's yawning, and her hair's kind of all, like this. She's like, oh, we have company. Oh, I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
Delara?
She'll stand up.
Timmy? And she runs over, and she gives you both a big hug. Oh, it's so good to see you.
Miss you too.
Timmy's like,
Oh, we've missed you guys.
yeah. Timmy's like, yeah, we missed. You see Zen go. Look over her shoulder at the door with a glare on her face. And then she kind of turns back. She telepathies to you guys. Someone is following us. She says that in your heads. And then she kind of turns and looks back over at Stephanie and smiles. And
Ren will shrink her bubble in to around them.
okay,
Just around where they're sitting right here.
okay. Stop there. Back at the
Museum.
meeting room at the museum. Yeah. Elis begins to tell you the details about the tower in hell and Asmodeus and all of those things. He says he has relayed all of this information and he's waiting for responses and he's waiting for an update on what the experts think's going on, and also waiting on an update from the Temple of Goldstar because they're also looking into this. I've been told that Nerva will be healed completely, but it will take a little time. And not that it matters for you all, but she won't be the curator. She won't take possession of it again. The museum. She's pretty much resigned from being the curator after what's happened to her, and I don't blame her. There's something. It's a lot of detail, but there's things that the priest got to take care of, and it's going to take 9 days for them to do so. The things that happened to her were, I can't imagine. Zumbargos. They hurt her. They hurt her.
We didn't get to kill everybody, but we tried.
Kit's like, we did all we could, and we actually helped more than I thought we would. I'm very proud of us, and I'm proud to be a part of your company. Proud to be a golden one, or whatever that means.
It means we get to be food for Gavor.
Gavor kind of smiles with his teeth. He's like, so he at that point he gets up. He says, "I'm gonna go see what else I can get myself into, and who else will be upset with me before the day's done."
What about Pendar?
What about him?
Nobody's heard from him, and nobody can get a hold of him. And
Really?
Yeah.
Clip? True story. Dude's over there in the Eastern Mausoleum with some of the other cat kind, but I'm sure they're fine. Especially with who's with them.
just say we go rescue him. He just leans back in his
What
chair.
are they still doing there? There's no... You guys succeeded in your mission. Clip goes, yeah, and we tell them if we could contact them. But
I don't know how to get there. Otherwise, we just go.
Clip's laughing. He's not as drunk as he thinks I am.
That's right.
Well, I'll let you guys know what I find out. You're free to do whatever you want. You know, we'll be in touch.
I'm doing what I want. I'm eating and I'm drinking. And
Right.
smoking a pipe.
You should be doing all that stuff. You all deserve it. You deserve to have more than a night off, but at least a night off.
And I want to go back and see if I can find some money in that place.
Clip's like, what, the place you're just at?
Uh-huh.
Oh, lots of money, huh?
I don't know. That's what I want to find out. There was a dragon in there. Dragons have hordes, right?
They do.
Well,
They do. I know, green dragons, they're just poison. It doesn't affect me, so. But
you go with us.
I mean, I guess it does affect me, but yeah. I kind of like it. He grabs a bottle.
And he points over at Eve and she farts light. What's your point?
Really? He kind of looks over at you like... he looks down, like he looks over at you like that, inquisitive, then he looks down like kind of at your midsection. He's like, is that true?
Excuse me.
What?
That's an awfully personal question.
You know, you're right. Hey, that's a personal question. Why are you getting me in trouble?
I didn't ask a question. He takes me light.
I apologize if I offended you. You're not offended?
I was.
Good. What?
Carry on.
Zumbar's eating. He goes, it's true. Clip kind of looks at him funny. He's like, here. Hands him a bottle, and Zumbar's like, ugh. Clip kind of looks and smiles, and he looks over at you guys. He goes, yeah. He goes, is he a bad drunk? Is he a bad drunk, or?
Depends on if there's somebody to fight.
Uh-oh. He kind of looks up at him. He's like, you know, you seem a lot bigger than you did yesterday. You're kind of a big dude, aren't you? And Zumbar's like, mm-hmm. Big guy. Zumbar big. Zumbar hack Medusa. He looks down at Clip, and Clip's like, oh yeah?
You did. That you did.
Yeah. Gavor goes, and he almost got us all turned to stone when he pointed her at us.
Oh.
Yeah.
Zumbar goes, huh? Clip goes, yeah. Their thing, it still works, even though they're dead. They'll turn you to stone if you look at them.
Wait a second. Somebody picked it up. Who was it?
Timmy, and he still got my Bag of holding. Oh, wait a minute. So's that lion fella. He took my bag of holding. That rat bastard
Lion took your bag of holding?
took my bag of holding.
Well,
It had the sarcophagus.
I think we should go fucking get it back. That's what I think.
How am I going to get there?
I'll get you
He
there.
took off in a beam of light.
Wait a minute, you can get there. You got your necklace. You just got to think about the happy hunting grounds. But think about the big oak tree. Fuck, here. We'll be back. And he leans out his hand, and they're both drunk. You can tell.
Wow.
They're both slightly inebriated. The bottle's almost gone.
Is anybody gonna do anything?
And
about this?
he teleports with Seth.
Well,
It's out of my hands
And
now.
Ren is gone.
yeah, Ren's gone. Ren's not in here.
She left anyway. Yeah,
Well, they're in Queensland.
they were. They were in Queens. But they're in Happy Hunting Grounds. It's not a bad place to be. So,
Come get me.
yeah. Anyway, we are going to stop right there for this evening. I know you knew it was getting close.
Yeah.
What an episode. Had so much fun.
Yeah.
Things are starting to unravel. I don't know if your brains are moving around and trying to discover what's happening, but the plot is thickening, and you guys are unfolding some things and discovering and doing some things that are making it a lot of fun. So
Yeah.
appreciate it. Thank you so much,
Thank you.
each
Thank
of you.
It was so much
And,
fun.
we are Original GM. Like, subscribe, share. Go to the Instagram, and don't forget to hit the ding ding.
There's a gift inside your God's granted me, a vision of the way to change reality. In the shadows creeping, can't rest your weary head. No time for you to sleep now, or evil it will spread. So gather all your friends and listen to my tale. Adventure story shaping, magic and the veil. Dragons, devils, demons, and creatures that I fear. And heroes of the north, just please don't be scared. The heroes are the monsters to the enemy. It all depends upon the way that you proceed. Original GM, we're here to set you free. Come join in the adventure. Who you wanna be? Who you wanna be?